Hi there, I'm Nathan Babinchek, Director of Watchmaking at Oak and Oscar. Our strap comes in two parts, the 6 o'clock side and the 12 o'clock side. Now, I can't tell you what to do. You can wear it backwards if you want to, but I'm going to install it the normal way. In your kit comes this strap tool. It's very similar to the bracelet tool, but it has a different end. This end here has a fork on it, very similar to the forks at the tip of the spring bar tool. Just a little bigger, a little easier to use, a little easier to grab the spring bars with. When you're putting on the strap, I would put the watch on its side, put the first spring bar tip on the bottom, and then carefully, using the forked end, pull back on the flange of the spring bar, get it in place, and let it snap in. Be careful once again to control the spring bar at all times. And before you put this on, do a wiggle test. This is really, really important. You want to twist back and forth on the spring bars, pull them out, wiggle them around to make sure that they're actually seated in there. Even if you hear the snap of the spring bar going in, you want to twist and pull, because as soon as one of those spring bars comes out, if it's loose and not in the hole, the watch is going to fall off your wrist. If you're near the water or anything like that, or your arm is out the window of your car, say goodbye to your watch. So pull, twist, check. When you're taking off the strap, you can use the same tool. You can use the pokey end or the flanged end. To use the pokey end, you set your watch on its side, poke down very carefully to remove the spring bar. And here's where I like to be a little tricky. Find the spring bar before it comes out of the lug and hold it back so it doesn't shoot off. And then you can avoid losing your spring bar, causing any scratches to anything. So you see that? You can hear that click of the spring bar coming out. Then before you pull it away, just grab the flange with your spring bar tool and move it away. When you're installing the Nato strap, you need to put the spring bars in, but you don't need to put them in at the same time as the strap. The Nato strap threads in through the pre-installed spring bars, so you're on your own to install them beforehand. When doing this, I like to use just my thumbnail as my tool. We have the included strap tool, and you can use the other strap tools here, but I find that my thumb actually gives me slightly more control, and it's big enough that the spring bar is big enough that you can do this. So set the watch on its side, set the bottom spring bar in place, use your nail to pull back the spring bar and put it in. It's that easy. You're maintaining control of it at all times. If you'd rather use a tool, make sure that you have the watch on a firm controlled surface and put it in like that. Be very careful not to let that spring bar fly away, because it will fly. When you're putting the Nato strap on, take the long end, thread it through the spring bars from top to bottom. Thread the long end again through the short end. You can see our writing is facing up. That means you have it on the right side. And when you're putting it on, you're gonna have a pretty long end to it. So put that through the clasp, pull it tight on your wrist. And if you have leftover, a long leftover strap here, thread it through the two keepers. And if there's a long tail here, fold it back over itself, thread it back through the top keeper, and then you have it here. So it's at the very end, could be this little zigzag of folds, and there you have it, our watch on a Nato strap. Let us know if you have any questions about anything that we covered today, whether it's about the tools that we provide or the tools that I talked about, or anything more about the straps, the bracelets, how to change them or adjust them, we're here for you. Let us know in the comments, on Instagram, or by email. And as always, thanks for watching.